Hey, this is Danny Rom, and welcome back to Pokemon Friendship Red. In the last segment, Nick was able to beat Lieutenant Surge and make our way through to Route 9, catching ourselves a Coughing, however, at the cost of our dear friend Cassio. Alas, Cassio was not able to survive the segment. So, what I'm going to do now is go back to Cerulean City. Obviously, I'm going to heal, but there are a couple other reasons as well. First, I would like to have something in the daycare at all times, because with 6 Pokemon being in the party, chances are we're not going to be able to let all of them gain a decent amount of experience. So I feel it's worth it to always have something in. In this case, I'm going to put Oice in, because Oice, being a Clam Pearl, can evolve somehow later in this game. Hopefully it'll get a decent moveset later on, but if not, that's fine. Oh, maybe it wasn't a good idea to put Oice in because it is our Pokemon that uses Cut. Okay, so in that case I'll put Coughing instead. But anyway, I feel that it's a good idea to have something in the daycare at all time, because you never know when we're going to need it. Having Bellsprout come out of the daycare at level 20 is a pretty huge bonus for us, and on that subject, I've realized that the dream of having Flash for Rock Tunnel isn't actually quite dead yet. So, we have 7 Kanto Pokemon now. Since Bellsprout is at level 20, it'll evolve, I believe, the next level. I think both Oddish and Bellsprout evolve at level 21. So that makes 7 Pokemon, or that makes 8 Pokemon. Now, if we have a Leaf Stone, then we can evolve it again. Do we have a Leaf Stone? No. We have a Water Stone, and a Fire Stone, and a Sun's. Oh, but we don't have an. We wouldn't have a Gloom. We would have a Weeping Bell, and that wouldn't help us anyway. Well, that's unfortunate. So that became a little harder, but we do have 2 more Pokemon that can be caught. They are going to be in Routes 10. I think we'll have to fish something up in Route 10. As well as in Rock Tunnel itself. So if we get a Pokemon that's relatively low level that we can evolve, that's also Kanto, that's good, or if we happen to find 2 Kanto Pokemon, then that'll be good. If neither of those things happen, which is the most likely scenario, then that is not going to be the case. So, whatever. I do think it worth it to level up our plant right now. As much as I like Camotuff, Camotuff has a decent moveset, but because it is a Pokemon that had evolved via Stone, it, like all other Pokemon that evolved via Stone in this game, will have stopped learning moves. So the moveset that we have with Camotuff will be stuck with until we decide to use some TMs on it. On the subject of TMs, though, once Bellsprout evolves, then Gloom is going to have a completely different set of TM move capabilities, which is pretty good. Then we'll be able to go through our TM case and see if we can learn anything better than what we have. So, let's finish fighting our way through to Rock Tunnel. Hopefully we'll get some more Kanto Pokemon to let us get Flash and everything. I'm not keeping my expectations up for it, but there you go. Alright, these Pokemon with Arena Trap are really starting to grate on me. I guess we have no choice but to stay in. Hopefully I don't have a casualty right away. That would be super unfortunate if Plant faints before we can let it alive. I think Sweet Kiss is the thing to go for here. Get that confusion. There we go. It's really unfortunate that we had lost Cassio. I actually think that Psycho Boost was the single worst possible move that Farfetch could have used. Wow. Giga Drain is not gonna cut it. And he is Mega Drain. Oh boy. I don't know how we're gonna win this one. Go for all the confusion? Let's get our critical hit rate up. Cause mine as well. Oh my goodness. This isn't good. Alright. Sweet Kiss, you're gonna have to do a lot of work. Get that critical hit. The worst is that he has Mega Drain on top of everything. Oh, and Glare, that's fantastic. Alright, it's not like we were doing much with our turn anyway. Focus Energy again? Well, he's going to be confused after the Petal Dance anyway. I don't think there's a way I can manage this. I'll use Sweet Kiss again. Oh, that's great. Okay. Is it worth it to go through and burn all our potions and super potions for this fight? We have 3 right now, and super potions we have 2. I think I'm gonna do it anyway. We'll see how that goes. Alright, I guess we'll see how that goes immediately. Ah, man. That's unfortunate. These Pokemon with Arena Trap, really problematic. Yeah, that sucks. That sucks. Alright, so everything that I was just saying about how we might not completely be dead in the water because Bellsprout can evolve is now dead in the water. Man, that sucks. Yeah, go ahead and send out your Groudon. Sorry, Nick. That's disappointing. It once again comes down to the first encounter of the game, and haven't been starting off well with either of our last 2 segments. I'll try to make it up. It's funny, at this point we would actually want to see a Pokemon like Caterpie or Weedle or Kakuna that will evolve pretty quickly, just because it'll help fill out the decks enough that we'll be able to get Flash. Man, Bellsprout, you spent all that time in the daycare too, and nothing came of it. And he has an Articuno. This just keeps getting better. The comment that I made about the gym wasn't even that important. Psycho Boost, yeah, it was really a lame move to be used. I feel like we've been having a lot of very famous or very ironic last words, like, oh yeah, it's not going to be able to beat Casio in one single hit, and then it did, or, oh yeah, we're going to be fine with Jelly Bob unless it critical hits, and then it did. It's funny that we have a habit of foreseeing things, and then the bad things happen anyway and we can't deal. So at least we beat that guy. The first random trainer in the game, for me. Yeah, let's register that bike on select. I'm so used to playing Undertale lately, and the buttons for Undertale are also Z, X, and C, which is what I'm using on my computer. That's why I'm accidentally pressing the C button so often. Chef Florentino is dishing us out a Glalie, and I don't have anything out that would benefit particularly from the experience. Alright, that's fine. I guess the thing to do right now is train Sunflora, but I don't see Sunflora being that useful. We have 2 chances to catch Pokemon. Again, I really hope they're Kanto Pokemon. If not, at least they're Pokemon. Also, Camotuff is pretty okay right now. We'll give it the Lucky Egg. Lucky Egg is at the bottom. They make it so much easier to move items around, particularly in X and Y. Or it's just like the touchscreen. Oh, you want to swap 2 items? Here you go. Oh, we do have actual grass in Route 10. So, that's good. That is a new area, but before we encounter the Pokemon there, I'm going to heal at the center here. And also, deposit Bellsprout. I'm so concerned that our Death Box vastly exceeds our party and our living box. Our living box does still have that Gligar and the Nose Pass in it, but neither of those is going to be particularly useful right now. Sorry, Plant. You were another red herring. You had so much potential, and Arena Traps couldn't help. With the Pokemon that have Arena Trap, we do have a Pokédoll that we can use to get away from them, so keep that in mind. There is still the item there. It is a Poison Barb. Coughing has a poison attack, but Coughing is no longer here. So our wild Pokemon is a Magcargo. I feel like we've encountered this before, but I don't remember what it has. Will it be okay to Dragon Breath it? Probably. It's not very effective, so Magcargo is a Steel type. And we are now Dark. Beat Up is not something that I fear too much. If we use Mach Punch, that's super effective, allegedly, so I'll give that a shot. Mach Punch is weak enough, I'm not too worried about it KOing. It did not say that it was super effective, so that means that the type that Magcargo has, in addition to Steel, must be weak to fighting. So that could be Normal or Rock, potentially. Steel Rock would be a pretty bulky type, and Magcargo, at least in the original games, is a bit of a bulky Pokemon, so that's fine. I feel that it's weak enough now that we can use the Pokeball. No, that is not the case. Okay, well now that we're Ghost type, another Shadow Ball would be super effective, so I think let's switch to... You have Arena Trap as well? Really? That is the ability that is going to ruin lives. It already ruined a life today. Oh no. Oh my goodness! Once again, I calls them as I sees them. Oh yeah, Shadow Ball is super effective. Let's switch out. Oh, okay, it's not letting me switch out. Yeah, that's fine, I'll use a Pokeball anyway. Oh my goodness. Okay, that one was preventable. Not very good. If I catch 2 Pokemon, and at least we caught this now, which we could have caught it last turn, I'll have made a net 0 for the time. So that's fine. I'm gonna name you Doug Cargo. In the Gen 3 games, Doug Trio is a Pokemon famous for having Arena Trap, to the point that people will, if you have a Doug Trio on their team, they'll try to sandbag it. That way, Doug Trio will be able to come in after something faints, get a surprise kill, and then leave. It's a really viable, very good Pokemon for that reason. Alright. I am sorry, Camotuff. Not my day. Not my day. Don't continue the box operations, but I would like to get that Lucky Egg back. What do you have? Bright Powder? Sure. You can stand not to get hit by an attack. What do you have, Jelly Bob? Spell Tag? Sure. I don't know what it'll be used for. but better to have it than not. So let's get our items onto Pokemon. We can give the Lucky Egg to Rain Fauna, Bright Powder. I'll give that to Doug Cargo. And let's see what Doug Cargo can do. Shadow Ball. Psychic Steel. Oh, yeah. I had wrong logic when I was talking about my Cargo type earlier. Super Fang beat up Shadow Ball and Detect. Alright. That's a relatively okay moveset, and also a pretty strong attack. The ability is completely useless, almost completely useless for us, because the opposing Pokemon don't switch very much. Wild Pokemon will never switch, and trainers very rarely do, but it is what it is. Better to have the Pokemon than not. It does mean the dream is all but dead for getting Flash on this adventure. I probably should have stocked up on items, but it is what it is. So let's fight this trainer, and then I'll catch a Pokemon in Rock Tunnel, and maybe start to make our way through there, and that'll be that. Veronica, another one. This Veronica has food available for purchase. She is sending out a Spheal, and I did not have any Pokemon out that benefits from the experience. So, Rain Fauna. Shea Veronica got a Sand Slash. I'll stick around. Nah, I don't want to stick around. Rain Fauna doesn't have very powerful attacks either. Maybe Doug Cargo is our best bet at this point. Wigglytuff could have been our best bet. Hydro Cannon. Thank goodness we didn't stay in. We're just hammering away like crabs here. Alright. Twisted Spoon, Psychic Attacks. We don't have any of note. Here we go, Rock Tunnel! And it is pitch dark. Alright, get used to seeing this, ladies and gentlemen, because that is going to be the way it is for a while. Can we run into our wild Pokemon? There we go. A Gloom! That's funny. We'll trade one plant for the other plant. We can evolve this into a Blossom. So that's that. Let's go for the blind Pokeball. I meant to have some Flora facing Gloom right now. No! This isn't my day! I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. So, Rock Tunnel. Like, lug the view, right? It's pretty nice. Pretty nice. Rock Tunnel. No Flash. Oh boy. Yeah, biker, get on your bike and ride. Hypno at level 23. Don't have Arena Trap. Now I'm gonna be thinking everything has Arena Trap. Meteor Mash, that's destructive. Man, I'm so sorry for this entire segment. I thought, oh man, I'm gonna have a whole bunch of good ideas. We might be able to get ourselves some Pokemon, we'll maybe level a couple up, evolve things with a Leaf Stone, everything's gonna work out, and yeah, nothing good has happened this time around. Harryarm growing out a level is barely even a relevant good thing. And once again, I did not switch Pokemon even though I should have. Well, we do have Coughing in the daycare. Hopefully it'll grow up a million levels while we are shambling around in the dark here. Jeez. Aerodactyl, tell me you have teleport as well. Well then. Alright, well at least as far as leveling things up goes, we have the Versus Seeker. That's a thing to keep in mind. If there's a trainer that we would want to rebattle and feel relatively safe rebattling, we can do that and get that boosted trainer battling EXP. Yeah. Alright, I don't think we're adequately prepared on items to go through Rock Tunnel in this scenario. So I'm gonna head back and stock up and rethink many of my life decisions up until this point. But after doing that, I will pass the buck to Nick, and hopefully he'll be a much better person than I was this time around. At least we're going to level 19 with Rain Fauna. Now I can't even find the stairs. There we go. Okay. I'm gonna do the things that I talked about really quickly. I don't even think I need to say more. Oh, apparently I do need to say more because I didn't realize that we didn't fight this guy. I saw the item and got greedy, thinking that we had already battled weightlifter Lawrence with his Graveler. And I will stay in... yeah. Losing Hairy Arm would be the icing on top of this cake of all kinds of destruction. It's like the cake that Gladys would have purchased in Portal 2 had Gladys actually considered using cake as a trap. Flatter, thanks for making our Psywave more powerful. Did you know Swagger was banned from competitive play? They are doing the Black Eyed Peas jacking my Swagger. Because it's a broken move. Reversal, that's good to know. It is a broken move because 50-50 chance of hitting through confusion, but also since the recoil damage that is done if you hit yourself is considered a physical attack, that makes the consequence of missing the 50-50 that much more terrible. So far, Rain Fauna is doing a pretty good job not missing the 50-50. And that streak continues despite me having mentioned it. We can take another body slam unless it's a crit. Thanks for the paralysis. Thanks for your paralysis. Really, Rain Fauna, you couldn't do it all by yourself. You had to rely on the help of others. Reversal and body slam have no effect on us, so it's a safe switch. Nothing is going well today. Nothing is going well. I hope that item is like a Master Ball or a Sacred Ash or something amazing. It better be worth it. I'm just gonna Crab Hammer and miss. Explosion. No. No switching, that's fine. Really? One more time. Okay, let's get that item. Miracle Seed. Yeah, we could use a miracle right now. I don't know if it's gonna come from a seed, but could use a miracle. Can we have miracle without the seed? Even Miracle Whip might be more useful than Miracle Seed. Look at our grass-type attack coverage. Anyway, snarky comments aside, I'm gonna stock up and meet back. Alright, Nick, so we're back. I stocked us up on items. We have a lot of potions. We have 9 super potions, all of the status healing items with the exception of, I believe, Ice Heal. And I also picked us up 1 emergency escape rope if we need to make an emergency escape. Sorry I completely failed in this episode, but at least I fought through one of the myriad of trainers in Rock Tunnel. Good luck with the rest of them. I'm sorry for everything that I've done in my life today. Have a great day.